Hi everyone, my name is Daniel. Please permit me to be your guide to walk you through our website. First, log on to your browser and type www.goddanschoolofmathematics.com. And then once you type that, it brings you to this page. You can decide to check through our page, the home page, which is where we are. Why us? Why parent chooses us? You check classes, testimonials, and their contact, right? We believe that no child enrolls themselves into a school, especially primary school. A child is being enrolled either by a parent or a guardian. So you click on enroll now. The first details we are requesting is the detail of the parent, right? So this first detail is the parent or guardian enrolling or registering the child. So let's assume the name of the parent is Wumi, and then your last name, which is the surname, is Adeboye, right? Wumi Adeboye. And then let's assume your email address is Wumi Adeboye at gmail.com, right? So you input your email address and then you create a password, something you can be able to remember. Your password should contain at least one number and one letter. So let's assume I'm using Wumi 12, right? You can click on the I button so that you can see what you wrote and be very, very sure that you remember it is the right password you wrote, Wumi 12. At this point, you are good to go. You can now create your account, right? And then your account has been created. And this is what the home page looks like. So when you click on your dashboard, it brings you somewhere here. I mean, your dashboard is going to load. However, go through my classes. You see it's written no classes yet because you've not registered a child yet. So you go on to browse classes. Now, when you browse classes, we have three set of classes you can register for. We have the general class, which starts from primary 4 through to SS3. And then we have the one-on-one classes, which is 5,000 naira per hour. And then we have the one-on-one with tutor Dan, which is 9,500 naira per hour. So you can decide to choose whichever one you want to choose. So I click on the general class, right? So it begins to load, and then you click on enroll now. Now, before you can enroll, you need to quick add child. That's where you add your child. So let's assume the name of your child is Debare Adeboye, right? And then the age of your child is 14 years and is male, of course, the gender. So you add child. Now, if you have more than one child, you can add more children, right? And then let's assume the name of the second child is Faith, right? Adeboye, and Faith is 11 years. However, Faith is a female. You add child, right? So that's two children. Now, it is at this point you can now register them. Now, please note, when making payments, make payments per child. So you see now, if you click on this arrow button down, you see the children you've added. So if you are making payments for Debare Adeboye, you click on Debare Adeboye. If you are making payments for Faith Adeboye, you click on Faith Adeboye, right? So let's make payments for Faith now, which is 30,000 per month. Now, you now choose what class Faith is. So let's assume Faith is in GSS 1, right, or primary 6. Let's assume Faith is in primary 6. You click on primary 6 and then you go ahead to make payments. Once you get to the point of making payments, it directs you to a pay stack where you can now make payments either using your bank card, or you can make bank transfer directly to the account, to the paystack account that will be required. And once you make payments, it gives you payment successful, and then a receipt is sent directly to your email address provided. Now, to make payment for the second child, click on enroll now. Right, we already made payments for Faith. We want to make payments for Debare now. So let's assume Debare is in GSS 2 or GSS 1. You click on GSS 1, and then you go ahead, you proceed to make payments. And then once you've made payments, once the payment is successful, it brings you to the dashboard. Now, the same dashboard you can use in case Debari and Faith are having class at the same time. You don't need to have two different profile as a parent. Your same profile, you can log on your same profile to two different devices. Just that, click on dashboard, right? You see, at this right hand side, you see Debari Adeboye. So let's assume Debari is the one using this device. You leave it, and then this will be Debari's profile. On another device, right, for Faith, all you just need to do is click on this arrow down and choose which child is using that device. Now, let's assume it is Faith now. It brings you to Faith's portal. If now, to take class, click on live class. Once you click on live classes, you'll be able to, you see the classes that you can take, right? So this is join class. Once you click on join class, it takes you to the Google Meet section, where you can now ask to join class, and then you'll be allowed to join the class. However, you can also check your daily exercise if any daily exercise had been given. Once a daily exercise had been given, this is where you will see it, and then you'll be able to access the daily exercise, do it, and then submit. Thank you very much. Thank you for choosing Goddan School of Mathematics. I hope to see you in class. Bye for now.